everybody, and welcome to Dpad Experience Presents Marvel Champions. Dpad Experience is a weekly video game podcast published on all podcast platforms. Alright, on today's Dpad discussion, we're going to be doing a 5-minute review of Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk. Alright, I'm going to go through his specific cards. I'm not going to go through his obligation, nemesis, anything like that, or the cards that come in his hero pack, just his cards. Then you can make the decision if maybe his playstyle fits with you, if there is an aspect that you like that can go with him, and at the end, I'll give my personal thoughts on him after having used him and what I think about him, if I were to use him again, and how often am I going to use him. All right, so let us start. I got 5 minutes, I'm on the clock. All right, so Bruce Banner recovers for 4. His experimental research, draw 1 card. Choose and discard 1 card from your hand. So if you don't like what you have, you can swap it out. Hulk, very interesting. 0 thwart, only hero with zero of anything, I think. 3 attack, 3 defense. Enraged, when your turn ends, discard your hand. So you got to be making sure you're playing what you got. Oh, and he's got 18 health. He's got a 5 hand size in Bruce Banner, 4 hand size in the Hulk form. So a tiny hand size, but a lot of health. All right. We have 2 copies of Crushing Blow, which is a 1-cost event. You need to use a physical resource to pay for this card. Luckily, literally everything in his deck is a physical resource. All right. Deal damage to the enemy equal to your attack. So 1 cost at base, it would be a 3 attack. Decent for what you're paying. Then you have 2 copies of Unstoppable Force. You ready the Hulk, and if you paid for this using only physical resources, you draw a card. All right, obviously you're only using physical resources for the most part, so you can ready him and draw a card. You have 2 copies of Thunderclap. Choose up to 3 different enemies, deal 3 damage to each of them. So it's a 3-cost event. If you've got a lot of minions on you, it could basically wipe them all out. Very strong. You have 2 copies of Suborbital Leap. Here's something that's finally going to help with him with his 0 thwart. Remove 3 threat from a scheme, 5 if you paid for this using only physical resources, which you should be since he's physical resource heavy. We have my favorite card, Hulk Smash. Hulk's, because obviously he must smash. 3-cost event, right? When you make a basic attack, you get plus 10 for that attack. So at minimum, it's a 13 attack, okay? If you paid for this card using only physical resources, it gains overkill. So maybe if you drew a minion with only like 2 health, you can destroy the minion, deal damage to the enemy. Crazy powerful card. Like insane powerful card. You have 1 copy of a 2-cost support, Banner's Laboratory. Bruce Banner gets 2 recovery, so what does that make him? 6? Yeah, 6 base recovery. Okay. Exhaust, so while he's an alter ego, this can generate a mental resource. Then you have Boundless Rage, which is a 1-cost upgrade for Hulk when he is in hero form. He gets plus 1 attack. After you change form, you discard this card. So you can use this while you are in Hulk form, while you're in your hero form, and as long as you are in Hulk form, you'll get plus 1 attack. The second you change to Banner, you gotta discard this. So maybe you play this. Oh, you can only play this in hero form, I believe. Yeah. All right. You have 1 copy of a movable object, which is a 3-cost upgrade. You get 4 health, and Hulk gains Retaliate plus 1. So that would bring your base health to 22, also technically a free heal if you want to think about it that way when you're in hero form. Then you have 2 copies of Limitless Strength, which is a 3 resources, right? You can only spend this in hero form, but it's 3 physical resources, so you can use this to play things like Suborbital Leap, Thunderclap, Hulk Smash, okay? So as you can tell, Hulk is all about smashing, right? He does a lot of damage, and he does a lot of damage quick. Now, the one thing you gotta be, obviously need to be looking at is the 0 thwart. He's fun for rushing, right? I've won a game not so long ago on like turn 2 or turn 3 because I had Hulk Smash fairly early. I played an aggression deck. I was doing a lot of damage. But obviously you got to be worrying about that thwart. He could take out mid-tier villains fairly easily. You know, when there's not too much going on with the scheme, when there's not too much going on extra, that you have to worry about. But villains like Collector, Escape the Museum, where the only way you can beat him is by thwarting. You're really gonna have to make a deck specific to that. So he's fun if you just want to smash some mid-tier villains, but when you get to the higher villains, he's very difficult to use. Not impossible, but very difficult. So I don't think I'll be using him that much. I probably don't recommend picking him up, if you just want to play him. He's one of the lower tier heroes, in my opinion, for my play style. If you're a huge Hulk fan, grab him, but you can wait on him. Thanks for watching.